Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mariah, your Dairy State Vegan, and today we're doing another week's worth of meal preps for 2 adults for under $30. Stay tuned. Alright, so if you've been watching my meal preps, you know that they're super simple, super fast, and super affordable. So for today's meal prep, we're going to do an Italian sausage and peppers meal over rice, and then we're going to do a roasted veggie and garbanzo bean with a maple tahini dressing, and I'm going to show you how to make this in about 1 hour. So let's get cooking. Okay, first things first, let's go over the ingredients you're going to need. We did buy a splurge item this week with the Beyond Meat sausages. Everything else I got from Aldi or already had in the fridge, but we picked these up for our Italian sausage dish. And then for that, you're also going to need 3 bell peppers, some portobello mushrooms. I got the baby bellas from Aldi. This is optional. It says spicy pizza topping. It's just giardiniera. My husband likes things spicy, so I'm going to add this to that. You don't have to use it. About 1/3 of an onion. And then you're going to need rice or the starch of your choice. If you've been watching my meal preps, you know I use rice a lot. It's really affordable and it's really filling. We're on a budget and my husband has a pretty physical job. And I am almost 7 months pregnant, so we both need something that will fill our bellies on an affordable price point. And then for our roasted veggie and bean dish, again, you're going to use the rice. I had some leftover green beans in my fridge, so I'm going to use those just so that they don't go bad. And then I've also got 2 sweet potatoes, some Brussels sprouts, some broccoli, and a can of garbanzo beans. We're going to roast those up. And then for the dressing, I'm going to use tahini. You can also use peanut butter if you want. You can see we use and love this. It's almost gone. Some maple syrup, and then some cayenne pepper for that. And then just for some extra seasonings, we have salt, pepper, garlic, and then olive oil for cooking. And that is all you're going to need for both of these dishes. So let's get the veggies prepped. Our oven preheated to 400 degrees, and we'll get cooking. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our broccoli, onions, Brussels sprouts, sweet potatoes, cut them into bite-sized pieces, and get them on our foil-lined pan to bake in the oven. These will take the longest to roast up, so this is our first step. While we're doing this, I also started 6 cups of rice on the stove. I like to cook a lot of rice. If there's any left over, I use it for breakfast or just for snacks throughout the day. So I always cook my rice in big batches. You'll notice I did not peel my sweet potatoes. I never do. I just give them a good clean. If you prefer them peeled, by all means, peel them. I just prefer not to. Alright, we have our veg chopped. We are not going to roast the garbanzo beans with these because this is a meal we're going to reheat. We'll just put the garbanzo beans in our containers. We're going to drizzle this with olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic, and we're going to put it in the oven to roast, and then we're going to work on our Italian sausage and peppers. All right, into the oven we go, and I'll be back to show you how we're gonna get our Italian sausages going. Okay, so if you have not tried these yet, these Beyond sausages are amazing. I'm using the Hot Italians and just one package. One package has 4 sausages, and when we add the peppers, onion, and mushrooms, that will be plenty for 5 meals made out of this. So before we do anything, I'm just gonna slice up these sausages. I have a skillet with some olive oil warming up because I'm gonna saute and brown these, and then we'll take these out of the pan and cook our peppers, onions, and mushrooms in the oil with the flavoring from these sausages. So it's really, really, really easy and really flavorful. I find that because the casings on here are so soft, they actually cut best with just a decently serrated butter knife. Then we're just gonna pop these in our heated up pan to kind of start cooking and browning, and we'll get to cleaning and cutting up our veg over here. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, you don't know this trick, but with mushrooms, you really should not clean them by running them under water. They will absorb all that water. So all you need is a paper towel, and you just thoroughly wipe them down. Okay, so we are going to take our sausages out of here and just move them to the side. And all those juices you see in there are what we're going to cook our veggies down in. That's going to add a ton of flavor. If you really wanted, you could add a marinara sauce to this. I'm not going to. We're kind of just going for some really yummy sauteed veggies and sausage. But you could definitely add it if you felt like it. So I'm going to put my veggies in here. We are going to let these cook low for about 15 minutes or so, stirring them occasionally. And while this is cooking and the veggies are finishing roasting in the oven, we're going to rinse our chickpeas and make our dressing for our roasted veggie dish. Okay, for our tahini maple dressing, we're going to use the last of this tahini. It's maybe about a half of a cup to 3/4 of a cup. Again, you can use peanut butter if you have that in your house instead. Tahini is a really affordable sesame seed paste you can get in the ethnic food aisle of your local grocery store. To this, I'm going to add about 4 or 5 tablespoons of grade A maple syrup. I'm just going to use the last of what I have in this bottle. I'm going to crack in some Himalayan pink salt. And I'll put in about 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And then we're going to whisk this together, give it a taste. You can adjust any of those seasonings to taste to your flavor preference, but that is all you need for this dressing. And then we're just going to set this to the side, rinse our garbanzo beans, and then we're just waiting for our veg to be done and we can plate, y'all. And I started this meal prep at 4:05. As you can see, it's now 4:56. It's been 1 hour, and I will tell you, it takes significantly longer to meal prep when you're filming it. So by the time this is all said and done, it should take you about an hour tops, and you'll be ready for a week of lunches. So I'll come back when it's time to put everything together and show you the final touches. All right, veggies are roasted. Our assembly line is set up and ready to go. I already have the rice pre-portioned, 1 1/4 cups cooked rice per container. And now we're gonna assemble. So let's do our sausage and pepper bowls first, and then we'll move on to our roasted veggie garbanzo bowls. So those are our sausage and veggie bowls, and now we're going to move on to our roasted veggie and garbanzo bean bowls. Now this is totally optional, but I know my husband's gonna want it, so I'm just gonna do it for him. I'm gonna put a little sriracha on the garbanzo bean bowls. And there you have it, 10 meals for less than $30. And we are set for a week of lunches. I hope you like this video. If you like it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of these meal prep ideas. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Thanks, bye.